What's up guys, Blake here, ModologyMotorsports.com, and we're going for a Hail Mary today with the Civic. And by Hail Mary, I mean some of this. The Civic has been leaking, the head gasket's been leaking something terrible. And it wasn't until I got this home, I figured I'll try it, give it a shot. I mean, I assume it's going to have a new head gasket anyway. But I didn't notice until I got this home that it says, for severe leaks like a blown head gasket, it's recommended to use Barr's Leaks Head Gasket Fix. But I didn't get that. I didn't even notice that on the bottle until I'd already bought this. So it's this copper looking stuff. It looks pretty cool. But I figure we'll pour this in and give it a shot. I got that. I got the good Walmart antifreeze. And yeah, we'll try it, see how it does. I'll put a picture up on the screen so you can see what happened when I was coming home the other day. This is from my home security camera. And that was by the time I drove maybe 15 minutes home from work. Yeah, that's all steam coming out of the tailpipe. So I'm not looking for a miracle with this stuff. I'm just looking for something to just buy me some more time until I can get the Accord together without having to pull the head off. But it probably wouldn't hurt to fix this valve cover leak, because it's pretty bad. I don't have coolant getting in the oil. I think it's just like the water jacket around the cylinders. The pieces of gasket that are in there, one of them's leaking and I'm getting water into the cylinders. And as the engine warms up, it just gets worse and starts steaming more. It barely does it when I first start it, but by the time I get home in like 15 minutes, it's steaming pretty good. So it says to pour half the bottle of this in here, just right into the radiator, but as bad as it's leaking, we're just going to go ahead and pour the whole bottle in here and see how it goes. Or as much as it'll hold anyway. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and open the coolant. Then I'm going to go ahead and start the car and let it be circulating. Let that start circulating around through. And yeah, then we'll top it off with some antifreeze. Okay, you get the idea. Let me cut this off. I'm making a hell of a mess. Still got a lot of steam coming out the back. I'm gonna take it for a little drive and see how it does. I'm gonna go to the store closest to my house and back, and see how it does. Alright, just got to the store and it still looks okay for now. Still sounds like it's idling okay. We'll try it on the way home. I'll take the highway home, get a little warmer, see how it does. Okay, so that was nowhere near as far as I go on a normal day, but so far it's staying below halfway. I notice it's starting to skip just a little bit though, and that's usually the sign that it's about to start steaming and really acting up. So I guess let me take a look around at the exhaust and see how much steam's coming out before I cut the car off. Huh. Way less than earlier. I still feel like I need to give it at least a day of going to work and back before I rule it a success or not. Let me go a full day's worth. So let me do that, and then we'll close this video out. It's been about a week now. And let me show you this first, where I poured it all over the radiator. This is what it's done to the top of the radiator and the hoses, where it's bowled out, and where I spilled it everywhere. It's left this white just crud on everything. So be careful pouring it in. I mean, it wipes off. I just haven't like washed it off yet. But did it work? Kinda. It stopped the majority of the steam. That was what I really wanted. That was what was making me think that the car was just on its last legs. It stopped all of that. There's some more over here. And with it being not specifically for a head gasket, I think that was part of the problem too. But it did stop the majority of the coolant loss. I still had to put water in it, but where I was going through a gallon like every 3 or 4 days, now it lasts me a week. As a short-term fix, it did what I expected it to do. I also took the valve cover off and rechecked my head bolts. The two in the middle here and the one in the back here, so these three were loose. Not like loose like twist them with your fingers loose, but they were more loose than the rest of them. So I was imagining the coolant leak had to be around this cylinder here. Tightening that down helps some more. I mean, it still needs to come off and get, you know, another new head gasket, but I don't want to do that until I pull this engine completely to work on it. So does the stuff work? Kinda. If your situation is a little less dire than mine, it may be more helpful. If you have a head gasket leak, then look for the stop leak that's specifically for a head gasket. You know, as I say again, I didn't notice it until I got to the house. So, and be careful pouring it in, because it makes quite a mess if you spill it everywhere. See one on the manifold some. Alright, so final verdict, kinda. Thanks for watching.